throbbing penis.
God damn it.
There we go. Unfortunately, I went in the wrong direction. I thought it was going to be Grim.
I wasn't sure Grim was there. He faded in just to say it. It was just Dan's room.
Oh, jeez.
Do better.
Can you though? Can you really?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, just
Like-
massive, like a kaiju, except for a cock.
Oh, we've got
You
hand
know,
puppets now.
Just out there, just really going.
God damn it, you guys.
Nice cock. Nice
cock.
Nice cock.
Nice cock.
How much of this intro am I going to have to edit out? None of it. Absolutely none of it.
None. Don't you dare.
What are you talking about? This is a canon event.
Welcome, everybody, for another episode of Efferia Unshattered, the Black Sheep. I am your Dungeon Master, Nerdhala. When last we met, Aldrin, what happened?
Everyone died at the end.
Damn it! I leave for one
Good
session.
seeing y'all.
That's
I
the
know.
start of the new campaign.
Now, last time we had a bit of a chat with a few people from the Spire. And there was some very heartfelt goodbyes between Dustin and the dealer's hand, and Aldrin and Ilyana. There was some exchanges of materials, you know. Dustin got some potions from the dealer's hand. Aldrin and Ilyana exchanged rings again, you know. Just
Small
classic
thing.
things, really.
Nothing important.
Yeah, you know. I mean, apparently the figurehead of the kingdom has to have a regent, so, you know, might as well do that while we have a chance, you know, before we die. Then we had a few talks with the leading figures of the Sapphire Spire, starting with Senior Officer Rimmer, who was
Not a single joke. Not one. Not one joke.
Zero.
hey, there's a
Officer
there was a
Rimmer.
there was a joke
Rimmer!
about his counterpart. there was a joke about his counterpart, Mr. Lister, you know, hoping his first name is not Mo.
Yeah.
But
I was
yeah,
asked if his partner was Rammer.
no, unfortunately not. There's only Rimmer in the sky. But yeah, he was you know, kind of there, kind of not, because he's a fucking ghost apparently. And we learned that the Sapphire Spire is a TARDIS. So, yay.
So,
and
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Back this up for a moment. You're telling me
Yeah.
there's a ghost Rimmer out there.
Yes.
Does your castle come with any bidets?
Bidet.
You know, I didn't ask.
All right, I just thought I would ask. No important question. Back
To be
what
fair-
you're-
To be fair, he did give us a tin can with a string so that we can contact him at any time. But
Come in handy.
yeah,
Did
he
you-
basically told us that the
Did
the
test
average speed of the unladen Sapphire Spire is however fast it needs to go.
Did you test this can though?
Well, no, we were next to him, so there was probably going to be some feedback, and you know, I have very good hearing now, so didn't want to risk that.
It just
But-
sounds suspicious.
Hey, look, it's magic. I don't know how it fucking works.
That's what I've been
But, you
saying
know,
for
thanks-
a year.
Thanks to my new safeguard, now we can. He's basically at our beck and call with the Sapphire Spire. So you know, if need be, we're gonna find out if it has any defensive or offensive countermeasures. We then went and saw his counterpart, Mr. Lister, who, basically just doesn't fucking know how it works either. No one knows. It just works.
Yeah, the chief engineer doesn't know how it works.
Yeah. He was just banging on the engine, the classic thing of if it doesn't work, just give it a smack and it'll work again, Sapphire Spire, Brats, same difference.
I feel like they
But
should
we
perhaps
then
try to be nicer. I feel like being nice maybe work a little better, though.
Well, we didn't have much time to talk about that because we got word of where that dwarf was that stole our money. So we kind of shoved Dustin in the bag, and then I climbed up the side of the spire because he was at the top of the spire ready to teleport away with our money. And when we got there, we realized it wasn't just our money. It was everyone's fucking money because he was quite literally Scrooge McFucking his way through a pile of gold by swimming through it and about to teleport with it. So we stopped that shit. And while we were interrogating him about, what part of it was our money, so that we could get that back and give the rest back to the people that were stolen from, he essentially said, long live the Sanguine Sovereign, and tried to kick himself off of my grasp to fall off the tower, which I jumped after him and teleported back to the top, and then Dustin kind of threatened to blow him away bits by bits with his gun to make him answer questions. So we got our money back, and people got their monies back, and then we kind of laid out a plan of Moonladrien, figure out where we're going to be going. We marked down where the Tenebrian house is, where the Crescent is, where the Astrala house is, where Anara is, and we know that the dragons are somewhere up north. So I wrote a quick letter to our good friend Rag, hoping that, it would reach him among his giant smut collection, and that he could meet us somewhere north of the city to guide us where the cave was. And then we basically asked Crichton to teleport us, about a mile north of the city, and we basically arrived in front of a giant cavern. So apparently, problem solved. We're already there, hopefully, unless it's, a task cave. But we'll find out.
What do you mean?
Hopefully here there be dragons.
Oh, you know exactly what I mean.
All right. And then we bring you guys to the mouth of the cave. As you look into the darkness, you see a fairly plain cave, nothing in here much of note, aside from the skeleton of a large creature off to the right. And
I would like to cast Detect Magic on the Leopleurodon skeleton. I want to know if it's going to take us to Candy Mountain.
How did you know?
The
It's
door!
the door! I don't know, Dustin can always speak with dead. To the magical Leopleurodon.
Except Dustin would be the one that's like, okay, you guys know there's no such thing as Candy Mountain.
That's true.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Because Bird Boy doesn't do magic.
But Aldrin and Arapsys, you would notice with your passive perception that there seems to be a doorway partway up the wall down here.
It's the door.
Well,
No, up to the left, Dustin. Bit higher.
Back
Yep,
and to
too
the
high.
left.
Bit lower.
Nope,
A little
still
bit
can't
lower.
see.
well, you at least have an easier time getting to things now. But you, Mr. Gunslinger, how are those wings going?
I mean, I still don't see any wings, so I
Well,
can't do much with them.
it's not about the wings you can see sometimes. It's about the wings you believe in. How much do you truly believe in your own power or ability to do any of these things?
I'd say I believe what I can see. I
I
see
mean,
you guys do crazy magic all the time, so I know that's real.
Well, yes, but sometimes your willpower, if you will, must be strong enough to be able to help push it out, if you. This is why sometimes you hear, at least for those of us with natural proclivities, that it comes sometimes in points of great emotional distress or times of survival.
We're still not throwing me off the tower.
Well,
I was
no.
about to say we don't have the spire anymore.
Well, no, but how do I put this? At the same time, maybe you haven't been angry enough.
It's possible.
And, to be fair, Dustin, and I step like 11 feet away from him, you can't see me anymore, but I'm still real.
Curious question, DM. If I grab hold of that, or no, I don't remember if I gave anybody the holy
You still
symbol.
have it.
Okay. So if I squeeze that, and it basically prevents me from having the dark vision, do I just have disadvantage at seeing Uldren?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. It's like you're still there. You're just fuzzy.
But
I'm on the other
Arapsys is
side.
like, hold on, I have to cease to exist. Jump, turn to mist. Just fog for
Yeah, I got nothing on that one.
Dustin, do you have a problem with remembering that things exist if you don't see them?
Dustin,
No.
no object permanence.
None whatsoever.
Hey, wait. Who are you again?
Who's Sasha?
Sasha is best boy.
Sasha is best boy. Oh, comes full circle. Anyway, all right. So, are you guys
Very dark cave.
entering the cave? Are you? The door up
Back
on
in your
the door that is up the wall is very well carved and formed. Like it is it has been constructed by humanoids.
Mhm.
I would like to first check if there's any recent tracks of, either a giant sun dragon or some kind of halfling that likes smut a bit too much.
Okay, roll me survival.
Don't fuck me.
Just those
Okay.
two specific
Okay.
things.
You don't see any recently, but you can tell that the door hasn't been moved in some time based on the amount of dirt kind of packed up against it.
Well, I guess it makes it 50-50. Either he hasn't left yet to meet us, or it's not Rag that's there, and he didn't get the message because he's not there.
Wait a minute. So you told him to go someplace to meet us, and now we're going here to
I
find
told
him?
him to meet us about a mile north of the city, and then Crichton teleported us about a mile north of the city.
So hopefully somewhere around here there's a giant sun dragon.
If
Or
the door hasn't
small.
been moved,
Yeah. Right. I mean, very
Unless
well,
there's
it
another
could just be not
exit.
in the cave. Could have just been in the woods, for all we know.
Or there's another
Yeah, cave
exit
could be
to
kind of
it.
obvious. Yeah. Yeah, you always got to check the back door.
Yep.
That would be brills.
So what should we do? 2 of us check the front door, 1 of us check the back door?
Sounds good to me. Who wants to go for the back door?
Well, I
I'm-
don't have any poison resistance, so I'm gonna stay here.
I'm sorry, I'm bad with inanimate objects. Which one is the front and back?
Well, I met a wizard once that said, when in doubt, always trust your nose. So I think you'll know when you get close.
I don't know. I figured one of you two at the speed, you could probably reach all the way around to the back side of the mountain before
You
I
say
could even
this.
get halfway there.
Arapsys is literally just like running along the walls as you're saying this. Like
I feel like seeing
Skitter,
Arapsys
skitter,
just
skitter,
like
skitter, skitter, skitter.
run around
Yeah,
like
right.
that. Aldrin is gonna be like, I'm gonna check the door to see if it's trapped before they, step on anything they shouldn't.
Investigation.
So
Good idea.
that should go well.
And we're probably making a lot of noise by running around and yelling at each other, aren't we?
17.
Not trapped, but locked.
Is there a lock mechanism that I can see?
Yes. A very large, ornate lock.
I'm going to
Padlock
show
or,
some
like, built
character
into the-
growth here, and I'm gonna knock on the door. I'm not gonna do a break and enter.
No one answers at first. Though you roll me a perception check. I know you're passive, but I want you to roll me a perception check here. Because it's through
Okay.
a door.
I rolled a 9, so dirty 20.
All right. You hear muffled voices, but it seems like it's like a couple of rooms away.
If I kind of like get close to the door and kind of like shift my ear, can I try and hear a little better the voices? Like, do I recognize either of those?
Not from
like-
here.
Okay. I was gonna say, like, I could probably recognize one. The other one, I don't think I've heard the first time. Which, thinking back to that, I'm kind of like looking at the sword, looking back at the other two, and like, should I hide this, do you think? Or should I just keep it? Because we didn't really acquire it legally the first time. The second time is kind of finders keepers because, we kind of tore Syntho into shreds to get it. Not just to get it, but you get what? Do I just keep it out, or
You've
would
never
it be
really
bad
said
taste?
much about that situation. Was there anything really else with him?
It's kind of hard to remember. It,
Yeah, your memory
it
is a little
was-
fuzzy in terms of that.
Mhm.
You came to an
It
Ileana
was
handed
kind of.
you remember a fight, and you remember Ileana handing you the sword afterward.
It was
Right.
kind of the start of my whole being stuck in werewolf form. So,
Right. Well, understandable then. I'm just curious if there's more to all of that. It's going to bite us in the ass in the end. But I think perhaps in this moment, it's best not to be deceptive.
Fair point. I'm gonna try and knock louder.
You knock again, louder. And again, no answer. But as you're kind of just casually looking at this door, waiting, you notice there's a slight inset above the lock that's roughly the shape of your ring.
Hmm.
You
Fist
hear
bump the door.
you fist bump the door, and you hear the lock start to you hear the lock start to move, and door swings open.
That door. Well, I guess we're in. Is there a way, like, up for Dustin, or does he have to climb it?
He will need to climb unless somebody's going to help him. Like, do you have rope?
Rope?
I could toss him. He doesn't look that heavy.
Athletics check?
Or do you want to get back in the bag?
I'd prefer not to be in the bag. I mean, I can climb. That's not a problem.
You don't look very
Looks
sure.
questioningly. Are you sure you can climb?
I'll give you advantage if somebody is helping you.
It's like Aldrin is like claws in the fucking stone. Arapsys is just standing like horizontal, looking down at Dustin. Like, are you sure?
Yeah, literally just like, are you truly certain about that?
How high up is it?
About 20 feet.
20 feet? I mean, if you guys got some rope. As long as you don't drop the rope.
I've learned in my time in prison that you don't drop the rope.
I don't
Yeah.
have any of that sort of thing. I apologize. Aldrin, do you have rope?
I got
I
about
was
50
gonna
feet
say
on
yes,
me.
but we kind of used it to tie up, our dwarven friend when we
Can
sent him
I
to the keep.
can I druid craft enough ivy for him to be able to climb up?
Not ivy, but I would say a vine in general.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
something that would have enough grip in the stone
Yeah.
and enough ability to potentially let him climb up there.
We'll say you can do about 5 feet of it each time, so it takes a few seconds, but...
Absolutely.
So, Dustin, go
Takes a little bit
ahead
of time.
and give me an athletics check at advantage.
All right, let me put away my rope.
You
You
just
said
handed it
athletics?
to him. Yes, please.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely no problem.
Not bad.
Yeah. Absolutely no problem climbing up that wall. And the three of you get to here. And you look inside and you see a smoothly carved out bricked room with fine carpeting and a hallway leading off and a couple of doors on either side.
Do we
Where do the voices come from?
This direction, beyond that
Hopefully
door.
not in your head.
I mean, you're
do
not
we call out
hearing
again?
the talking? I guess. Just hello? Rag?
No answer.
I'm keeping my eyes out for any kind of trap or alarm system.
The only thing that seems remotely suspicious are the two carved stone mosaics flanking the hallway down here.
Okay. Gonna cautiously walk down and have a look.
What's your passive investigation?
It is now 15.
Okay. You can tell that this is some sort that this probably is trapped. Like the panels probably smush inward.
Hmm. Can I see any kind of like trigger mechanism if I look on the ground? Or...
Like along the side of the panel, yes.
Okay. If I is there some dust on the ground or something?
Yes, you can see footprints leading to the door directly ahead of you. Small
I'm gonna
footprints.
lean down and making sure not to, disturb the footprints. I'm gonna blow on the dust and see if there's any kind of like, magical tripwire, laser beams,
No beams.
Resident Evil style hallway.
What? I would never.
Okay. You just said this would pancake us if we walk through.
I did. That's not lasers. But no, there's no lasers.
I'm gonna carefully kind of like ready to move back immediately, put a foot into the first footstep that I see, which is probably just, on my tiptoes because it's a small footprint.
Okay. No
What
reaction.
the claws.
Did you disable the mechanism or did you leave it intact?
Well, I was trying to find the trigger mechanism, like what activates it.
Ah. It appears to be a panel
what I was
in
looking
the
for.
middle of the hall. One of the floor panels in the middle of the hall.
Okay.
You notice that there's a slight edge around it that is a slightly different color than the squares around it.
And the mosaics are like floor to ceiling?
Yes.
Okay. So no walking on the ceiling to get past this. I think, because like looking back, the door stays wide open, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've had nothing but trouble wherever we go, so I think I'm just gonna be like, let's avoid this specific spot when we walk through, and we're gonna leave the trap intact in case, 500 fucking vampire spawns suddenly show up like last time.
All right. Dex checks for all.
Might I please interject?
Yeah.
Did you not have to use your ring of stewardship to open the door?
Well, yeah, but now it's wide open.
Well, why don't we shut it?
As Dustin's just
How did the
standing in the
door
middle
open?
of the
Did it,
open doorway.
slide, or did it just like?
I'm just like.
Echo, close the door.
We'll leave this trap in place so that we have to carefully try to go past it so that nobody can sneak up behind us. Or we could shut the door.
I mean, if we shut the door, is Aldrin the only one that can let us out then?
You don't notice a lock on this side.
I believe you can get out, just not in.
So this is the back door.
Well, yes. I guess that would be one perception. I guess in the end, the crown always comes for your back door.
I'll try and not raise the taxes too high.
Well, thank the gods I'm planning to live in another plane of existence.
Is River's meat going to be tax exempt?
I played Fable. I'll keep it down.
All right, so what's the plan, y'all?
Yeah, let's close the door and I'll try and deactivate the trap.
All right. Roll me a sleight of hand, please.
Okay.
And you said that the voices have gone quiet since we've been in here, right?
Correct.
11.
You're pretty sure you got it? You heard something shift.
I think we're good. Let's still not walk on that specific tile.
Here, I'll mark
Just to
the
be safe.
tile. 1 second. That tile.
I just sidestep and start walking. I'm gonna try and knock on the door before I open it.
Okay.
No response.
No, but you do hear snoring coming from the other side of the door.
Interesting.
And roll me an intelligence check, all three of you.
Damn it!
Al-Qaeda's weakness.
I know.
Okay.
This
Okay.
group of himbos!
Okay. Yeah.
Dustin and
Arapsys,
Aldrin.
I think you've been standing upside down too long.
Dustin and Aldrin, you immediately recognize the smell of coffee.
I think it's Rag.
Ooh.
And I think maybe he either didn't get the letter or misplaced it immediately.
That sounds about right. Should we just knock and see if they respond, or should we just try and open the door again?
Well, I just tried knocking and there was no response. Is this door trapped or locked or
Nope. Neither.
Okay. I'm gonna open the door and like peek my head in, kind of like, hello? We're not intruding. We're just
Right.
saying hello.
As you open the door, you peek around the corner and you see a familiar looking halfling crashed out on a couch, a pot of coffee in front of him and a book across his chest.
Yeah, that's the ADHD right there. You know, coffee is just gonna have inverse effects.
Can relate.
I'm gonna walk up. I'm like not trying to be stealthy,
You also
but
see
I'm Aldrin.
you also see the parchment on the table
Mhm.
directly in front of him.
Have you considered that
That
somebody else made the coffee?
Well, I've also considered that he drank it.
Well,
Does the coffee look hot, or does it look cold at this point?
It does not appear to be hot, no.
I'm gonna walk up and like put a hand over it, and, like, you know, back of the hand against the glass.
Room temperature.
Yeah, no, he's been out for a while.
Sounds like
well,
a good nap.
yes.
Stealth for
Someone-
everyone.
I'm not trying to be stealthy, but I'm Aldrin, so I'm just walking up to him and like trying to like poke him while he's asleep, like poke him on the shoulder.
Well, that was a waste of a nat 20.
Oh, Dustin.
Disadvantage because armor.
Rog,
Good job.
you wake up to a clank, 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 clank. And there is suddenly an Aldrin in your face, leaning over you.
I open my eyes and Uldren looks different than last time I saw him, right?
Yeah, he's
He's
got a
in a
burn on
totally
his
different
face.
form, correct?
No,
Well,
he's
not
in
different
elven
form.
form.
He's
Okay,
he's
he's
an
in
elf,
elven
but
form. Okay.
he doesn't have the braid. He's got more of a beard, burn mark on his face, and his eyes, instead of being like, fucking Riddick, like Furion eyes, they're golden eyes.
Rog is just like slowly opening his eyes, and he's just like unsure if he's still dreaming or not, and he's kind of like
Hi, Rag.
he's poking you a bit. He like sits there. He like sits, stretches a little bit, looks at you again, and then his eyes goes wide. Well, you're different than last we saw.
And you're more
How'd you get
alive than
in?
we believed.
Did Lulu let you in? You smell different.
We haven't seen Lulu, but I have kind of like a skeleton key now.
Shouldn't
What's that? What's that smell? Why are you smelling like this? And he's like, as he's starting to come to, he's like slowly grabbing his blanket and he starts to cover himself with the blanket. Rog, as he doesn't look as bad as last you saw him, because last you saw him he was in like extremely bad shape. He doesn't look exactly like the first time you saw him. He looks still a little bit battered, a bit more gaunt.
But starting
he
to
doesn't
give
seem
off
like on the verge of death.
Yes, he's also starting to give off a bit of a glow.
Yes, exactly. But the you can see that when he puts his blanket on him, the glow fades a little bit, but he's like his posture gets like straightens. He seems a little bit better.
is the blanket glowing?
Yes.
Yes. Well, it started glowing when he put it on. Covered himself with it.
And Arapsys, you immediately recognize this as the solar blanket
Yeah.
that y'all made for him.
Oh no. Yeah, no, I was ready to actually ask about it if it wasn't that.
Yes.
So that was actually why.
Sorry about the sorry about how I look, and he's just gonna close his shirt a little bit more from underneath the blanket, and he has a hard time like he's kind of scanning all three of you, but his eyes kind of don't really leave Uldren. Why are you smelling like this?
That.
What do you mean, smell? Like
He
this?
smells different. Like
Like
it
what?
smells like a wild animal. Anyways, where are my manners? He stands up.
Well,
Well,
does it smell like a wet dog?
I'm so glad. Yeah. Actually, that's a very good way to put it.
Yes.
I'm sorry, my friend.
I'm gonna offer a hand to Rag to help him stand up, and when he takes it, I'm gonna shift into werewolf old and just. That's why.
He's like, you can see like there's like a micro expression of panic in his eyes. And he's like, oh god. Oh, he unclasps your hand and he like takes a steps to the side. What happened? When you wrote me a letter, I thought you wanted to catch up or maybe ask some help. You need help with that? Surely. Does it hurt?
I'm gonna shift back and like it used to. Not really, but also yes, we do need help.
Or I feel like we have a lot to catch up on, but
I feel like you answered that.
he'll hesitate a bit, but he'll still like extend a hand to shake
Elvish.
yours.
It's backwards.
It's just it's good to see you again, Uldren. And then he'll move on to Arapsys. Arapsys, pleasure.
I'm glad to see that the blanket is still helping you.
Thank you
seems to be doing something.
Thank you so much. Yes, it's I wouldn't say a lifesaver. definitely helps.
Yes.
And Dustin, good old Dustin, how are you doing, my friend?
Hanging in there. He just kind of like tips this kind of like a cowboy looking Stetson. Things are different, but he puts his hand on Rag's shoulder and is like, "It's good to see you, buddy."
Likewise. Well, you guys want coffee? Let me pour you some
Hell
coffee.
yeah.
You know, he starts to he you see there's like a little station where you can see all of his coffee stuff, and he takes 2 steps there, hesitates, and then he's going to go to the to the door frame, and he'll go, "Lulu, we got some visitors. It's the people I was talking to you about." I'm sorry, friends. Just give her a second. She'll be right back. I'm gonna fix you some coffee in the meantime. So, what have you all been up to? It's been a while since we've seen each other. Actually, kind of surprised that you're still alive, but you all are a very capable bunch.
Well, we're surprised to see you alive.
Oh
We
yes.
heard about the Enclave.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It straight up sucked.
And we discovered exactly why that was as well.
You guys mind if we talk about this a little bit later? Maybe after some coffee, after I wake up a little bit more. You can see he's like
No,
visually
please.
shaken at you mentioning this.
No, please. Have a good drink and perhaps a snack. Get your energy going, and we can catch up slowly about everything that we've learned along the way.
You guys didn't get a long rest, right?
No.
You look you probably look tired as hell, right?
Aldrin has the biggest bags under his eyes that you've ever seen in a because elves don't sleep.
All right.
I have 2
Yeah,
levels of exhaustion.
Well,
It's
I'm really
bad.
happy to see all of you, but if you don't, I mean no offense, but I'm glad that you found us. You guys look like you need some good night's rest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe after some coffee and a little bit of talk. Momo, where are you?
Yeah, we've had some rumors about the city. Hopefully not too long of a rest.
God damn it! When she's not spying on my dreams and she's not answering my calls, give me a moment. And he's going to, and he leaves the room like with a determined pace.
Aldrin, it's about this time that you hear slow footsteps kind of shuffling in your direction from down the hall where you heard the voices originally.
Oh, there you are. I was right. Oh, were you on the other side of the place? Okay, come over here. I gotta introduce you to some people. And walks back into the room.
All right.
Well, everyone. And I'm gonna like gesture to the door.
Allie, if you would like to describe your character, please.
You see a moon elf, slender moon elf with braided hair, and it's kind of disheveled a little bit, but you notice her kind of sauntering in, not pleased to have been woken up. You notice that she's wearing this really nice long gown. It's kind of sheer. But also it could have been worn to like a midnight ball, but over top of it is just this really fuzzy house coat. She's like, why? You know, Ragstallion, not to wake me.
Yeah, I know. I'm very sorry. I'm sorry, but we have guests, and we've been expecting them for a long time. Everyone, please introduce yourselves.
You know I'd be a better host with more sleep.
But,
Yeah.
madam, the king has arrived!
I kind of blink in his direction.
Aldrin has the face of, I was hoping to go last, but I guess here we are.
Nope, that was Arapsys going, I'm going laps, look over there.
Go for him.
And
I
as
get
far as either of
close.
you are aware, there's never been a king in this realm. It's always been a queen.
I
There's been a
peer at
bit
each
of
one of you very closely.
there's been a recent abdication.
Well, she's not dead though, so that's important.
Well,
Nope,
that's
not dead.
arguable, but yeah.
Look, I'm here speaking to you now, so this argument about dead, I feel as though that at least can be put to rest. I'm speaking right now. She is somewhere, probably speaking, so alive.
Speaking of putting things to rest, it's kind of why we came as well.
Let me make the introductions. They're bad at names. This here is Dustin. Dustin, say hi.
How's it going?
This is Arapsys.
Charmed.
And this here is Aldrin. He's the guy with the sisters.
Once you say Aldrin's name, I cock my head to the side and do a not so subtle glare from top to bottom.
Well,
Aldrin kind of like leans in towards Dustin and Dustin and like, I told you I should have hidden the sword.
well, trust me, I'm used to that sort of greeting.
Everyone, this is Luna Silva. And you can see he swallows, he seems a bit of like embarrassed, and he's going to just slowly walk to the coffee table to finish fixing it.
Truly.
Pleasure to
We're
formally
stunned.
meet you.
She seems to recognize that she's glaring a little bit, and then she kind of puts on a nice smile and curtsies. It's been a while since I've had guests in my home.
We
It's a lovely
apologize
home.
for barging in on you like this. If it was not of the most grave importance, we would try to at least set up proper meeting times for this, but I do worry that it is a bit time sensitive, one might say.
Proper meeting times never come when you'd rather be sleeping. But it's okay, I suppose. Speaking of, you look a little bit tired. Can I help you get some rest? At least provide you some space?
Well, see, there's kind of that is a very generous offer, by the way, and we would very much appreciate. But we've heard some mentions of what's been happening in town with sleeping.
Oh yes, that's
So
why
there's a slight
coffee is so
concern about
important,
that.
and this is why I'm offering coffee. Hey, and he gives everybody a cup of coffee, and he brings one to you, Luna, but it's iced coffee.
Ooh.
When Rag gives Aldrin the coffee, Aldrin just like very not subtly looks down to the parchment on the table. The parchment that talks about meeting with him that he missed because he was asleep. Yes, coffee is very important to not miss important things.
I haven't been in the best of shape. I'm not as bad as I used. It's not as bad as it used to, but can't say I'm nowhere near my full strength. When I go to sleep, there's There's no telling how long I'll be out.
Especially with a good book ahead of time.
Yes, this one's especially entertaining. I really wish they
What's-
released a.
What's the name of the book that he was reading? Because like, I'm pretty sure I can just glance and see it at this point because next to the.
The book is called A Comprehensive Guide to Pleasing Dragons.
Yeah.
Oh,
No
one
named
of my
author.
favorites.
That tracks.
Right. This is exactly what I expected. Yes.
Well,
Why would one have expectations about someone they've never seen before? That leaves no room for mystery or discovery.
Well, no, but this person had quite a library when first we met them.
Hmm.
So finding them with such a book is no such surprise.
Yeah. The whole emptying the libraries in Moonladrien kind of gave away that you were here, Rag.
yeah, no. She's well aware of the things I read. Even if I wanted to hide them, she'd somehow peek. She'd somehow take a peek. So part of the charm, honestly.
Didn't he tell you that's how we bonded? We shared a common interest in reading.
Oh, reading! I thought you were going to say exhibitionism and voyeurism. All right.
That's a talk for later in the evening.
Efferia After Dark.
Hey,
Good evening. I'm
It's
your
always
host,
dark.
Arapsys, and welcome to Efferia After Dark.
Technically, I think it's always After Dark in Efferia right now.
that's true.
Well, not really. It is dark.
It is dark. Yeah.
We're not at morning yet.
Oh, yeah. Rest does seem nice, though.
Well, you see, darling, it's going to be really, really dark for us. So don't you worry. Just keep tuned in.
Aldrin, remind me, what is your passive insight?
21.
You notice something a little off about Luna Silva as she speaks. Like, her eyes kind of dart here and there. And she's got like maybe a slight twitch in her eye. But otherwise, the facade is as she appears.
I don't mean to intrude any more than we already have, but I couldn't help but overhear some conversations going on before we came in. And since Rag was asleep, considering the state of things outside, it has me concerned, shall we say.
How so?
Well,
Mutter in their sleep.
if one was to have different voices, maybe.
Have you ever had a dream where you darted back in time and you felt that you possessed a different person in your lineage?
Can't say I've gotten to that point quite yet.
You should try dreaming some more. It's quite fun.
See, the thing is, each time we've traveled, there's kind of been, to a varying degree, a catastrophe that followed, so it leaves people a little paranoid and on edge.
Hmm. Would you like to see? I gestured back towards the chamber that I came from.
Sure.
What do you mean?
I nod my head and walk towards the chamber.
I'm gonna
Sorry.
follow along cautiously.
Once we get there, I hold the door open.
All right. As you get to this door, you see that there is another set of double doors beyond. But this first room is flanked by two giant mirrors. Arapsys, do you look at the one to the north or to the south first?
North.
What was the last dream that Arapsys had?
It was speaking with Wenrich.
You see glimpses of Wenrich and that conversation. And you feel that like heaviness in your heart remembering it. But not like not necessarily a tightness, just like a heavy weight that, yeah, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. You see Arapsis's hand kind of just start reaching out for the mirror for a second.
Aldrin, do you look to the north or the south first?
I think south.
What was the last nightmare that Aldrin had?
Probably memories from Hell's Door. Like any given day there.
You see yourself back in that cell, shivering from the cold, manacled to the wall, starving. Dustin, north or south?
Let's go north.
What was the last fond dream that Dustin had?
It's probably been a while since there was a good one, but I would imagine it probably would have been almost like a recreation of childhood memories of the dealer's hand just running around the port, kind of like seen from a third person perspective, seeing himself and Sasha Bodrick and Dell just running around. Good times.
Right. Do any of you say anything as you pass through this room?
Not really, I don't think.
Are we sure this is safe?
Don't worry, darling. It won't be long.
Right.
I hold open the next door.
And as you enter, you see a long, grand throne room, flanked on either side with several pillars, runes etched into the ground between each, and a throne with a huge, pillowy bed up on the dais.
I kind of dance my way towards the throne, kind of muttering cheerfully to no one in particular. Oh, Telemachus, how sweet you are. Oh, it's been so long since I've seen you, and kind of meandering all the way towards the throne. And then I kind of perch myself, cast my house coat aside.
Rock
then-
follows not too far behind and just drinks sips of coffee.
You also
Owen will
notice
kind of
doors to the north and south about halfway down the room.
Owen does kind of hand back a bit and like mentions to Arapsys and Dustin like there's something off, something shifty about her. Just be careful.
Arapsys just looks back and winks.
Dustin reaches his hand into his pouch and just kind of like places his hand on the skull.
Roll me a perception check. You
Nope.
feel like there's a slight weight on your back, but you still don't see anything.
With the
Does any of
skull, do I see any like anything like
Auras
stuff.
or anything like that?
Yeah, like
ethereal?
spirits, kind of like ethereal, that's the word. I couldn't think of it. Thank you.
Not in this room, but Rog is giving off kind of a golden aura versus Luna Silva, who you would expect to give off kind of a silvery aura, given that she's well, you don't know exactly what kind of dragon she is. Aldrin does, but it's kind of a pinkish hue.
Mm-hmm.
Reminiscent of the moon you saw in the Feywild.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's exactly what I was thinking.
It's a little funky.
That's
Kind
why
of similar to
Arapsys
the hue
winked.
of the lights.
What's that?
I was gonna say kind of similar to the hue of the lights.
Mm-hmm.
Noted.
Does any of what we've seen so far of the place seem familiar to Aldrin?
Yes, you remember this room well, and you know from being here before that there's another room behind that throne.
Hmm.
That's where the sword came from.
Yeah, figured as much.
All right. The two, Rog and Luna both lounging up on the dais. What do you guys do as you approach?
We came to ask for some assistance with, I guess, a couple of things. First one being kind of on a broad sense dealing with Baccarat up north in Naimon. We have plans, thoughts of how to do it, but she does have an entire army, which is a bit more than we can handle by ourselves.
Just a bit.
Rog is gonna sit back, sigh, and slowly turn to Luna. It's like hinting that he's passing the mic, like the mic to you.
They're referring
Why
to the
would I?
vampire that took over the land.
Hmm. Why do you
Always
think
there's
I
this.
could help with that?
Well, you're a dragon.
Feel pretty elvish at the moment.
Fair, but you also have quite a bit of power and sway over things in the area.
When my focus isn't otherwise taken, I suppose. At one point in my life, I did.
I'm sorry. We must have been away for some time. I haven't been aware of any other such complexioned elves.
Hmm.
I am truly one to understand hiding ourselves, but there are snakes in your backyard. Vipers, if you will.
That I don't argue. I'm just not sure what you want me to do about it that I haven't already done.
Well, I do believe I would like to burn certain houses to the fucking ground
Hmm.
and then piss on the ashes. Yes, I think that would help me feel a little better. And I believe things will be much better after that point.
You're a fun one. I do like this idea.
Rog is nodding in him with a grin.
That kind of brings me to the second thing that we could use some help with. Um, well, as you can see, there's been some restructuring at the top. We have to restructure the foundations as well.
Time to
Maybe
instill the patriarchy.
move some things around in Moonladrien.
Gotta start at the ground up, Really get the patriarchy in there.
Good God.
You were saying?
I and Alden glances to Arapsys, kind of like, I know you're gonna fucking say it, but I happen to be a descendant of House Tenebri, and we have some umbrage with Sidian. So some heads of houses will need to change, probably others will need to roll.
Hmm. Why would I help you if you've taken something from me?
That's a fair point. Counterpoint, it was then taken by someone else, and I took it back, and now it's here again.
I rip your arm off, forge it into a sword, and then bring it back to your house. And you think that would bring you honor? Or torment?
In my defense, it was already a sword when we took it. But I see your point.
And then you tout your position over this land like I haven't been ruling it for a decent portion of my life, given my very essence to protect the people that live here. You mock me.
Well, your position over the land is not in question. The position in question is those who have taken advantage of your protection.
Indeed, some have. They too give me equal insult. I kind of start to twitch a little bit and shift my focus, and I'm struggling to get back to focusing on you directly, Aldrin. Sorry, there's laughing in
Now,
the background. That's super loud.
There's just somebody somewhere like in a hallway nearby, just laughing his ass off.
Somebody's having a really good dream in the other room, I'm guessing.
He's watching some shirtless Dan clips, having time of his life.
Yep.
Better than my phone going off.
And giggling.
Majora's
It's
Mask.
always at the best time. At least for my games.
You know, I influence everyone's dreams, so some of them have to be funny.
That's a valid point.
No, hold on. If you influence their dreams, does that mean that you're working with the fates then?
In what way do you suggest?
Well, sometimes the fate speaks to us through dreams, does it not?
They can. But also dreams are meant to inspire one to wake.
Exactly the point. Just as the fire is meant to be a reminder of hope in the darkness, dreams are meant to inspire the waking.
They don't always inspire, though, do they? Sometimes they eat at the very fabric of our souls.
We have to be careful about what we remember sometimes.
Lest our subconscious bring it to the forefront of our mind.
In some of our situations, it's more of a worry of them making it a reality.
In that sense, I fear similar things, I guess.
Good. Well, Aldrin, I just had to make sure of one small little detail there, so as you were.
That's fair. Well, as much as you have ties with the moon, something tells me those ties are a little tenuous in the past 15 years. We are trying to fix that by, doing a bit of restructuring here and dealing with Baccarin.
Getting the moon to move her fat ass.
Well, I wouldn't say that to her face. But she did also send me to help with that and restore things to how they were.
She who?
Lunara.
Mm. I've been serving her my entire life. This is the weakest I've ever seen her while the moon's been out.
Rog is going to look across the chamber at Dustin, and he'll call out Dustin. Why don't you walk on over? You've been awfully quiet. What have you to say about this whole situation?
I mean, honestly, the politics is way up over my head. All I really need is I just want to make things go back to the way they were.
And how would you do that?
Honestly, the only thing I can think of is just getting rid of Baccarin and seeing if we could find something in that damn book that they have that can fix it all.
By now, you all must be well aware of our situation. As capable as we are, and I turn over at Luna, and then back at the group. We're still in the diminished state. May I say politely? Are you coming here if you wish to come here to ask us to solve the situation? I'm afraid you already know the answer to this. Have you a plan? A specific request?
I don't think we have a full plan yet, but having allies is not a bad thing once we actually get everything in place.
Well, right now, I thought at least from here, the plan was for Aldrin to get his daughter out safely. And immediately after that, I go pay a certain house a visit. Because after that point, City Nostrola has to die. So that's kind of my understanding of the point of order of being here. After that, I'm not certain, so.
I think my question to you all is, what were you expecting from coming here?
Well, I, at least, thought we were Making sure to ask permission to the locals. I, for one, do not like making large explosions and fires in someone's backyard without politely telling the people that you respect, at least, that you're going to do so.
The rock turns over to Luna. He says, "I think he's asking for consent.
It's
I like him."
yes, see, exactly. I don't, as much as I'm going to assure that her life does not continue for much longer, I don't want to make more enemies along the way.
Well, I can't speak for the lady, but I can say that if you had brought some good smut, you may have helped things over. But I guess I'll let the lady make her choice herself.
It doesn't have to be smut. I mean, it could be a good
Yeah, but it's just better.
fake crime novel. I mean, we used to have fun with those too.
Yeah, but it when you read like 100, it's always the same story at the end.
Well, so is smut, but they just add different positions.
That's a bit reductive.
Mm.
But anyway, not the matter of at hand.
Rock is just going to lean back and like cross his arms. He's like pouting a little bit.
I mean, a good
Wait.
smut would be helpful. And
Aldrin, you didn't think to check the library of your new, lavish home before coming here for a gift? Now, there was that wonderful librarian, I believe, that you ran into. Hold on, don't you have a can?
I have been sitting on it for a while, that's true.
That you said that you didn't test it before because you were a little close at hand. Well, now you're no longer close at hand. And if it's truly some sort of spirit, then perhaps they can bring you a book.
Oh, please.
Oh, they did teleport us over, so they could probably teleport some books.
Well,
Please, I would die for some new books. She has a way of she has a way of getting new stories, but I can't do that. I've been reading the same books over and over again, and I've been miserable.
use your imagination, darling.
yes,
Maybe
I-
stay in the land of the dreams a little bit longer instead of waking me up with coffee.
Yes, I know, but imagination needs to root itself in something, and I only have so many ideas at the end of the day.
You've
and I
lived
truly hope that
1,000
Rimmer
more
has a
lives.
rooting imagination.
I'm sorry, I cut you off.
I want Rimmer to have a rooting imagination. I was just making a joke. Please continue.
I'm curious on who Rimmer is, but
I think he's a character in a book that I've read.
So am I. Looks at Aldrin.
Well, do you have any specific requests? He does have a quite extensive library, I'm sure. Something can be pulled from it.
Something from the Feywild, maybe, Rag?
That would indeed be fantastic.
I'll pull out the can and kind of like look at it, just talking to it. Senior Officer Rimmer, are you here?
You hear fumble, fumble, fumble. Yes, sir. Your Majesty.
Hi. Would you happen to have somewhere in your library some books relating to or from the Feywild, something a little smutty, a little crimey,
Graphic.
and extremely graphic.
Well, not in the library here, but I'm sure I could go steal from Mr. Lister's collection. Between him and Cat, have quite the collection themselves. Perhaps
Make sure
50,
to tell them
50
who
B
it's a gift
shapes
for.
of Fey? I believe
That
Cat is particularly
sounds
fond of
fantastic.
that one.
Sounds fantastic. Are you able to send it directly to me?
Certainly. Give me a little bit of time to locate it, and I will do so promptly.
Perfect.
A
Thank you.
few books to choose from wouldn't hurt, also, you know.
You know what? Grab like a dozen of them.
Will do so.
Really, it's
Thank
a
you.
late housewarming gift. You have to make sure to at least be a little lavish.
Spare no position.
And we lost Dan. Oh.
Blood just spurts from his nose and he flies off the camera.
Yeah, full anime style.
We'll say about
I almost started choking on a Slim Jim.
That a
Darling,
euphemism?
we really have to get you some more depth in here. I mean, a Slim Jim, darling. Really? We'll get you up to bananas in no time.
no banana. All right. We'll say about 15-20 minutes later, a pile of books kind of just apparates in at your feet, and many of them seem to be the same book, possibly. And as you kind of sift through the pile, you realize that Rimmer has sent several of his own personal journals.
Oh, this is going to be exquisite for them, I truly feel. If he's truly been alive for that long, he's had to have thought of some really interesting things, or at least seen it, you would imagine, over that time. I mean, think about it. The possibilities are endless. Being a ghost in a castle? I mean, royals are the most debaucherous people as it is. Think about it.
One appears to
And don't
be
forget, it's a flying castle. It goes across state lines.
Jesus. You notice also in picking up one of them, it appears to be a bestiary of some sort, but some of the pages are stuck together.
Well, there's a reason why it's called the Feywild.
Well, I hope you have some prestidigitation or that sort of thing. Hopefully, clean some of these up. Perhaps unsoiled.
There's a
one
little
might
note
say.
on the top said, "This was the best I could do. I apologize."
Nice.
But there are a few titles that look of interest. Rog, are there any that grabbed your attention?
I think the hearing them mention that a ghost had been writing like a journal is making me really curious. So I take one of them and I start to just like sift through it, and I just want like take a couple of samples to judge the quality of the writing.
It is complete fan fiction aggrandizing himself. He's super self-important and like writing like he is the king of the world.
Oh god, is it like a what's it called? Like an isekai fantasy? Yeah, full on.
Yeah. Okay.
The start is always that he was hit by wagon.
Yeah. And is the writing good? Or
It gets better
Like a
over
bit-
time.
okay.
Like all isekais, it got it.
He takes one in his hand and turns to Lene.
I don't think you're gonna like that one very much.
I appreciate you giving me your I'm sorry, the word just totally fell out of my brain. Um,
Approval comments.
Thank you. Those will suffice for now.
Words are hard. It's okay.
Yeah, it happens.
But I guess Raga is. Honestly, I think he's looking for he's not attention deprived, but he's understimulated. Like he's super like he's been in there for way too long. The sun hasn't been out for let's not talk about it. And he's just looking for something that will just I don't know, seem stimulating.
It is about this. It is about this.
Is that
Go ahead.
I was saying outdoorsy smut. Is that what you're looking for? Full
If
bear
I
in the
can't
sunlight?
feel the sun on my skin, I may as well try to live through it vicariously. Is that the
Vicariously.
word?
Yeah, vicariously. Yeah.
I know the word. I don't know if it translated like exactly to like
Yeah.
that in English. Thanks, guys.
Yes.
It is about this time, Rog, that a magical parchment appears next to you, and you see a very familiar handwriting of one of the twins. Just kind of the letter is basically just kind of checking in, making sure you're okay, if you're still alive. It's from Petra.
The second I see the handwriting, I recognize the handwriting. I try to grab it at the same time as another book, and I just want to keep it with me. But everybody's looking at me now, and I want to hide it, but I know I can't hide it because everyone's looking at me. So I'm just acting as if nothing happened, but I want to keep it in my hands.
Just shoves it into the sticks it between the like the book and the cover,
Yeah.
and then like closes the book.
Yeah. I'm gonna read that later, but it's been a subject of tension, so I don't want to read that right now.
Oh, another source of twin inspiration.
How did you? God damn it! Can you stop doing this, please? A little bit of privacy. Fine, I'll read it now.
And he takes it and starts to read it. What does it say?
Rog, oh my god. Are you okay? Are you still alive? I've been stuck here in this keep, and Mara has gone looking for you, and Aldrin, and I don't know where she's at, and I'm so bored. If you're still alive, write me back, please, please, please. Okay, bye.
Is this the first time she's written to me?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I just turn over to I turn back to Luna. What kind of look am I getting?
Probably the
looking at?
nastiest glare that I could possibly summon. Not very creative.
I just rolled it back and I slowly tuck it inside of. But I'm not being subtle. I'm just like slowly tucking it in.
This book seems good though.
Like if Rag looks back towards the other side of the room, like Aldrin easily put two and two together and just like there's another glare staring at Rag.
Aldrin, with your passive perception, well, probably not from that far back, but you might recognize your sister's handwriting. So you'd know who it was from.
Probably don't see like what was written on it, but
Mm-hmm. You
probably
recognize the
pattern
signature.
recognition. Yeah.
You recognize Petra's signature. And there's a little XOXO at the bottom.
Anything we should know about Rag?
I mean, unless you didn't know already, they're still alive.
Mommy, is this how Dragonborn are made?
He's
the
the second you say that, Rog shoots daggers at you with his eyes. He's like, "Shut the fuck up, Ethan!" He's like, "Shut up! They're gonna kill me."
I mean, if Aldrin stabs you with the sword, is it the same as if Luna stabbed you?
Oh God.
Anyways, what were we talking about? Oh yes, saving the world. Maybe a bit more. I'll shut up now.
I'm just picturing
do
exactly
have-
this, just silence.
What really one question, I guess,
Yes.
Raj. Do you have enough in you to be able to give one good expel of breath in the proper place and time?
To who are you speaking? I'm sorry.
To Rog.
Okay.
Rog, you can just visibly see him deeply inhale, and he sighs.
Well, define time. I can't say that I'm in the best of shape.
He's looking down at himself.
As well, I guess it's a bit evident. I've been getting better thanks to Luna's help.
DM. Rog has been unconsciously wondering the same thing, but he's voluntarily been shoving this question deep inside of his mind
Okay.
because he's afraid of the answer. Does he feel capable at all?
Yeah.
Or is he just...
You've
Yeah?
not deteriorated since the blanket was created. You've recovered some, just not fully.
Okay.
So I'd say you're at about 50%.
Okay.
At this point.
Well, my dear Arapsys, I may be able to spare some energy, but you understand that what you're asking would put me at grave danger.
Well, what I hope for is, if it is necessary, then as our wonderful friend Aldrin has pointed out, we might end up fighting a large group of vampires again. And in that circumstance, a surprise bout of sunlight breath seems like the just what would help that sort of circumstance in the best sort of way. So I like to imagine the best surprises that we can garner in our time.
He you can see him conflicted. I guess you can see a lot like self doubt in himself. When
Would
he's taking deep breaths and he feels like a hint of confidence, but the moment it arises, he turns over to Luna with worried eyes.
would Luna be able to get him to where he needs to be able to do that sort of attack and still survive?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I wish to be very clear, though. I don't want you to fight. I don't want you to stay. I don't want you to risk yourself to anything more than that one thing. In, out, done. And I mean, well, if we have a wonderful teleporting ghost, that might be even easier.
Talking about
Seems
that, I
go
would
ahead.
like to suggest to both of you something you haven't seen in a long while. The Spire has portals to varying timelines of Efferia, including ones untainted by the Blood Moon, with a day and night cycle.
Really nice.
When you say that again, like you can see Rog's eyes go wide, and he turns once again to Luna in search of guidance, a sign or something.
Granted, in one of those places, there was only one sentient being, which was apparently the embodiment of Efferia itself. So I don't think there would be a connection to Lunara herself, but there is a normal enough moon.
I wouldn't have given up so much of my essence to protect this place if I had any desire to desert it.
I don't mean leaving. I mean simply taking a trip, maybe for a day and night, and then of course coming back. Just enough to recharge a bit.
Think of it as
Vacation, if
a
you will.
timeshare, darling.
Yeah.
Leaving would lower the wards that I've put in place.
Hmm.
True. But it is a place with sunlight. We did
That's
watch,
interesting.
we watched the sunrise that day. But also, against your point, Aldrin, did she not say that she both was and was not Lunara at the same time?
Hey, stop.
She
Yeah,
did help.
I guess she's kind of an amalgamation of, kind of everything on the primal level.
Dustin, about this
Mhm.
time, you notice every time that Lunara gets mentioned, Luna kind of twitches. Like almost a flinch.
And you said Luna Lumina, you said?
Luna, every time
Mentioned?
Lunara is
Oh.
Luna Silva, every time that Lunara gets mentioned in this conversation,
Okay.
she kind of flinches.
Got it. Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, continue, please.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, Luna. I know we haven't really gotten to know you, but is there any animosity that you have about this moon being stuck here?
I mean, it's not the pure moon that I'm used to. We're all weakened by its effects.
That's
Are you
true.
suggesting that I have some sort of disdain towards the goddess?
Well, not necessarily implying the goddess herself, but the goddess being put in this situation, or
Mm.
maybe, I don't know, maybe you think some people might say, "Oh, I wish that that goddess it's a goddess, right?" You'd figure that they'd be strong enough to not be influenced by something that's not a deity.
A poison is a poison is a poison.
It's a fair point.
I feel for any negative effects that it has on her. I'm certainly feeling them myself. If I could give my all to make sure that she was at her best, giving the light that she normally does, then I would.
Excuse me. Um, would I be able to roll insight to determine what kind of tone she's taking? Like if it's like a tone
Absolutely.
of like an undertone of like admiration, animosity, something like that.
Sadness and fear
Hmm.
and guilt.
Guilt. Hmm. I think we all wish that the moon was that lunar cycle and everything was back to normal. Mm. I mean, we're all giving. Granted, a lot more people have lost more than a decade of time to it. To us, it doesn't seem that long, but I mean, we don't really have much left to not be willing to put everything into fixing the situation. So I can understand where you're coming from on that.
I don't
Do
have
figure.
my all to give.
I don't really think any of us do.
I'm willing to
No,
give what I have to rid this land of the poison that seeps through.
Dustin, do you truly feel that way?
What, that doesn't feel like we have our all?
Yes.
Well, I think of everything that we've lost. Yes, we've gained a lot, but just over time we've lost, feels like, as much, if not more sometimes.
What have you gained?
Skull, a gun, friends. But
You, my friend, are more. You are stronger. You are not less. We are not the same as these mystical beings that have been weakened due to their connections to the very fabrics of Efferia. We have gotten stronger. We have continued this journey together, and we have grown. We bring hope. And I will not let you sit here and believe for one moment that you have not improved along this path. Not ever.
Not to mention, you've been touched like 4 times by gods.
Right? How many at this point? I mean, truly.
I've only spoken to Lunara.
yeah.
Look, I just have father issues. It's not important.
Well, we know when your father is trying to destroy the entire... kind of important.
It's,
Yeah.
you know, it just sort of happens.
Yeah.
Some of us deal with trauma with sins of the father. Some of us save the world.
Yeah.
Hmm.
My
You claim
point,
to
my
be.
friend. No, please, you go.
Sorry, I was going to say, if you require additional strength beyond what the gods have given you, I might be able to help.
You know what? I just had the most wonderful idea. Our good friend, you, my good friend Dustin, you said that you couldn't believe it because you haven't seen it. Well, I do believe our friend here might help you dream it. Can you help our friend have a dream of flying?
Does he want to?
That is an important question.
I'll just point out that Dan actually has a fear of heights.
Same, actually.
Same. Same.
Oldwine kind of leans in.
Fine.
I can help put you to sleep, but the rest is on you.
Go sleep, go sleep, go sleep.
I just needed a pillow.
Smother.
Fucking headlock, like, shh, shh, it's okay, just let go.
Just like a baseball bat to the back of the head. I can help you go to sleep. Bam!
I bet Luna has a tea for that or something.
I
Does
mean,
this rag smell like ether?
That too.
What?
Which one? This one or that guy?
I've got the Fae version of sleepy time tea.
I'll just say I had a little bit of a odd experience the last time I had tea with him.
I don't know who you're pointing
To you.
Me?
To
Oh,
Rag.
okay.
Yeah.
It's just like the order of the cameras.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, you would have to do this.
Yeah.
My
Which it
my
makes sense. He's a
mindset keeps
halfling.
going towards like towards the layout of how everything appears on stream now.
That's fine.
Sorry about that. But yeah, pointing to Rag. It's like with him.
Well,
Uh,
who do you think I learned it from?
ah.
Oh, you did take away some things from our hangouts together. Oh,
Ah,
that
fine.
pleases me.
Anyways, you're in good hands.
Mm.
He's kind of like happy of receiving the comment, the comment, but he doesn't want to let it show.
Yeah, you
You
did
have
make
so
some
many
good tea.
reasons for me to give you shit. Might as well give you a compliment from time to time.
I'll take it. Thank you. You're not so bad yourself.
Oh,
When
I
you're not in a
know.
pissy mood, that is. Sorry.
All I am is in a pissy mood, and I've welcomed you graciously into my halls. And advocated on your behalf, darling, for some more smutty novels that you don't need when you've got twins waiting for you.
Are you truly telling us
Enough
you're
about
not
the.
going to enjoy that at all?
Me?
Glance. Oh, yes. You seem to have your own request in this certain order of books.
I mean, I do enjoy a good book. I don't know what you're implying here.
I simply imply that perhaps the gift was not all altruistic for Rog here.
Well, he'll benefit most from them. I have an imagination.
True, but
I
sometimes
influence the
inspiration.
dreams, darling. All the dreams. All the ones that I want to influence.
Well,
But yet you do enjoy a good book.
Indeed, I enjoy a good book. You're
see,
right.
inspiration. Think of it this way. You're enjoying the fruits that are being born forth from the inspiration your dreams are giving someone. The fantasies of sleep turned into the fantasies of waking.
I like the way he puts things, don't you?
Well, I mean, living vicariously through a dream is more fun than living vicariously through the characters of a book. It's at least a little bit more realistic.
Yes, especially when you're intruding in mine.
I ask first.
You do
Sometimes.
not.
Sometimes I said. If you would like to ask more, I will. I will. Okay. Sorry.
Rog turns to Dustin. She waits your answer.
I think Dustin would try to get like kind of like right up to Luna if she would allow, and just be like, come here real quick.
She'll kind of lean forward curiously. She's not getting up from her comfy,
Yeah.
like she's sprawled out exactly like I'm sprawled out
Yeah.
on the couch right here.
I
She's
kind
not
of
getting up.
figured, but just like I didn't want to just like walk right up and just be like, hey, and just like whisper in your ear, but just like it's like far enough away from those ones who can hear very, very well. And just kind of like, you know, like cupped hand whisper and just like, I don't think I have too much of a choice, but I'm afraid.
Everyone has a choice, darling. You can either choose to overcome your fear or choose not to. Your call. I'm here to help.
Just for kind of fun and flavor, I'm gonna make Dustin roll a wisdom saving throw for my own RP reasoning.
Do it.
It's like okay. Let's give it a try.
Do I have like an actual like tea concoction that's accessible
Yeah.
within arm's reach so I don't have to get up? Okay.
We'll say yes.
Oh, Rag, be a doll and bring some hot water, please.
Of course. Be right back.
And then I'll start like combining the tea into the little. I'm not a tea aficionado.
The
but
strainer
little
and yeah.
strainer thingy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the old-fashioned one that you put over the mug and you pour
Mhm.
the water. Yeah. And I'm kind of muttering something in
Draconic.
what thing? Not common,
No, I was thinking
but
draconic.
oh, draconic, yeah. A sort of like the tone comes out as a sort of like prayer, like energy. You know, she twiddles her moon necklace in her fingers and asks essentially for a pleasant ride into the dream realm. At the bottom, I'll put a hay pile out of character like Assassin's Creed, like the one that you would jump into. Just to make it a little bit more comfortable.
Sounds fair.
But the work is on you.
All right.
I'll do my best not to influence any further, but if there are some good gems in there, I might can't help myself.
All right. As you drink the tea, Dustin, you start to feel yourself relax and kind of mentally counting down to yourself. You get to about 6 or 7 and you start to fade. And your mind brings up the image of a tall tree. One that you remember in River's Meet of the dealer's hand climbing on frequent occasion. Sasha usually halfway up the tree before any of the rest of you are at the bottom branches. Bodrick just kind of wanders around the bottom because he's not a very good climber. Dell's already like halfway to Sasha. And this time you're up near the top. You've passed Sasha at this point. And Bodrick's yelling at you. The branches are too thin up there. It's gonna break. You're gonna fall.
Fine. fine.
And just as Sasha is about to get up to where you are, the branch you're standing on breaks and you fall. But you never hit the ground. It's almost like moment has frozen in time and you're just kind of hovering above the ground. In the dream, your wings are
Like little cherub
above,
wings.
little cherub wings above your back. And you're just, you've got your hands over your face ready to fall and you're just kind of hovering there. And then you softly land. And that's when time seems to unfreeze. There's kind of a scream from Sasha. Dell yells out. Bodrick lunges for you, and you wake up and you kind of, as you land, Bodrick kind of like, it's almost like a baseball slide right in front of you. And like he was gonna try and catch you. And he has this surprised look on his face. You kind of just chuckle to yourself. And as everyone starts to relax, realizing that you're okay, Bodrick is checking you over, like making sure that there are no bumps, bruises, broken, and anything broken. And that's kind of when you come back out of the dream. And as you kind of stretch your shoulders, again, you feel that weight between them.
It's like I don't think the mic was picking it up, but I was fidgeting with my my revolver dice that entire time. I'm still sweating with anxiety.
Sorry.
No, in a good way.
Okay, okay.
But I kind of also pictured like Dustin was like fidgeting with the coin from Sasha the entire time while he was sleeping subconsciously.
Mm-hmm.
That was an interesting experience.
You don't remember that ever happening. You remember the tree and climbed
Oh.
it so many times, but you never got up that high.
No, I was always too worried about getting too high up.
You never fly if you don't fall.
One more time, Dustin's going to reach into his bag and just place his hand on the skull.
Roll me perception at advantage.
Okay.
Come on, higher than 10. Ooh. Look at that.
Just barely. If it was a dice roll, it was like just, flat dice, that wasn't happening.
Yeah.
We really believe in you, buddy.
That makes
I feel
one
like
of us.
when Dustin wakes up, Luna would probably like get a flash from Aldrin of picturing himself, dust in his beard and in his hair, being like, Dustin, it's been 500 years. He's not doing it, but he's thinking about it.
All right, Dustin.
Mm-hmm.
This time when you flex your shoulders, you can feel something there. And as you look over your shoulder, you see just the top edges of those translucent wings that you saw in the vision with Efferia. And as soon as you remove your hand from the skull, they disappear, but you still feel the weight.
Oh, maybe next time. Trying to
So,
basically hide that he can see them.
How well are you trying to hide it?
Yeah, I was gonna say, roll deception.
Ah,
Roll deception.
wait.
okay.
Oh,
I got a decent insight, so.
16.
Hey, to be fair, Dan, you have a chance of beating my passive if you roll a nat 20.
Yeah. I mean, that is my highest skill.
Yeah.
Is deception.
Irony.
Yep.
I'm going to look
Yeah.
at you and be like, "You're absolutely right. I can see them."
Yep.
Right.
But yeah, Luna, you would
Should
have
I
been
roll
able to
insight on
see.
that?
You would have been able to see whatever Dustin saw. So, yeah, Dustin, if you wanna roll insight on that. Ooh, real close.
So close.
Aldrin is just in the background, just.
I'm not saying I told you so, but I fucking told you so.
Oh no, literally turned back the entire time and like Arapsys is just like this and like nudging Aldrin the entire time, like, yeah, you see that? That was my fucking idea, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Still human though.
Oh yes, I know lots of humans with wings.
Yeah.
Never gonna learn.
Lots of humans who speak to multiple gods have wings. Yes, it's all normal.
Many humans dream about flying. They don't need wings to figure it out.
Some use magic. Some make buildings do it.
When you're in your dream state, Luna is twitching, like it's very hard not to notice. She's having like almost it's her eyes are flickering back and forth and she's like fidgeting with her hands and she's glancing back and forth to Rag to try to find some form of comfort. She's very uncomfortable right now.
At this when Rag notices, you'll all see Rag will like really gently and softly just put a hand on her shoulder and just like caress very softly her shoulder, and this is the first like physical contact that you've seen the two of them have since you showed up. And there's also a little goblin like laughing somewhere.
I was gonna say, did that come through?
Yes, of course it did.
Dan, it comes through every
Timing!
fucking time.
Now you know what it's like playing D&D with me in person.
Absolutely.
Oh.
That touch on the shoulder seems to ground her enough to be able to focus on the three of you. And she says, there are other things I can offer that might be of use to you.
And she gestures to the wall behind her, which Aldrin, you know, you have an idea of what's back there.
It's the sex dungeon.
Yeah, because I put that, because somebody put that on a map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't mind the swing, the first thing when you walk in.
Uh-huh.
He's got secret swings.
Mom and Dad have
And
been
so
keeping
many
a swing from
colors.
us this whole time.
There's so many colors. Where are the dogs?
Different bondage toys
Oh.
hanging from the wall.
God can only imagine what kind of room that would look like for two dragons.
Right?
Well, there's one
Right.
shelf that's called Bad Dragon, one shelf called Dragon.
Good dragon.
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it. I knew it was gonna. I knew you were
What are
gonna
you
say
talking
something.
about? Shelf? There's a curio cabinet.
Just a wardrobe you open up.
Right?
It's a sex dungeon, but it's Costco sized.
They take the shelf out to actually fit the toys in there.
Yeah.
They're like shadow boarded, but backlit.
My jaw hurts.
Mine too. I've been smiling so much. All right, and as she says this, you hear a click as the wall behind her opens.
Hidden rooms.
Nani?
As they peruse, I want to turn to Rag and ask him a question. Sorry, I said Rag.
Rag.
Ruh-roh,
Can
Raggy.
be rag.
Depends the time of day.
Raggy.
Ruh-roh. Do you think they could actually do something about this problem we're both having?
They've proven themselves to be very capable. They've gotten themselves out of situations that I don't even think I would have been able. If anybody is to rid these lands of this plague, I believe it is them.
Would I be wasting my energy in assisting them?
As long as you don't put yourself too much at risk.
We're all at risk, regardless of how much effort we put in.
Yeah, but as much as you annoy me, I don't want you to be in harm's way.
You're the annoying one.
I can't argue with that.
Hmm.
We've both been feeling like shit. There's no cute way to say it. If only for selfish reasons. I think we should give it a shot. Something tells me that we won't get a better offer than this. And I do believe in them.
Your sappy little fucking self these days. All right then. I shall trust your judgment.
You said like you don't feel the same thing as I. You've been inside of this guy's head just now. You know where his heart is. I know you can feel part of his essence.
All I know is that he wants to try to fly. I didn't pry any further, as much as I wanted to.
No. But when it's with me, it's fine too. Anyways, let's not get into a fight now.
I already apologized.
You're right. You're right. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I don't like. I don't want to steer shit
You're not gonna get any nicer shit than that from me,
again.
especially with these fucking twins sending their love notes to my fucking house.
So what do you say? Give it a shot.
Mm.
When he says that, the look he gives you makes it unclear what if he's talking about the group or the both of us.
Mm.
All right, as you guys are entering the room behind the two as they're having this conversation, you see what can only be described as a dragon horde. Especially that of an ancient dragon. Like, this is the most money you have ever seen. There are pieces of art, there are crystals, there's armor, there are bars of platinum and gold and silver, and up on this box over here, Arapsys, it looks almost as if the bird is made of fire, but it is just an illusion.
I turn to Luna and I say, "Should we close the door and give them a little scare?" I'm just kidding.
Especially with all the horny things back there.
I hope they don't pry too much.
To that I was referring to the ancient dragon horn.
Yep. All right. Dustin, your attention is drawn to a set of armor. Some very fancy looking black chainmail.
Good quality craftsmanship.
Do you touch it?
Hmm.
Or are you just observing?
Yes. Just kind of touch it to feel the metal.
As you do, you notice that you can see clearer in the dark. A little bit farther, about twice as much as you could before.
That's interesting. Huh. I wonder if that would work for anybody else too. They can already see really far. Hmm. No, they can already see farther than I can.
This looks a lot like the armor you're currently wearing, but a lot nicer. Like, a lot nicer.
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Maybe I'll ask if I can have this and be That'd be quite nice. Just gonna contemplate it for a little while.
All
Just
right.
kind of staring.
Arapsys, as you look at this fiery bird, you notice a staff clutched in its claws.
Head turns slightly to the side and reaches out to kind of try and lift it with like just the first part of the hand to kind of hold it between the fingers and lift it.
You are able to do so without issue. It's roughly about 2 feet long.
Starts turning it over and examining it slowly. Does anything with the illusion change when the staff, stick, whatever, wand is removed?
No, nothing about the bird changes.
Okay. Step back and start looking it over slowly.
It is about 2 feet long. It contains a series of blue crystals, and there are runes weaving its way up the length of the staff. And at the top, where the crystals are held, the branches or the wood seems to kind of knit together like clasped fingers, just holding the stones.
And kind of spin it between their fingers real quick and put it in their belt.
All right.
Like, I'll figure this out later.
All right. Aldrin.
If you'll
Oops,
if
sorry,
you'll
go
have
ahead.
me for just a second.
Mhm.
I have to go.
That's fine. Thank you so
but
much.
If you leave me one, can I have one final scene
Of
before?
course, of
before I go?
course.
I'll turn to Luna and I'll say I trust in your judgment. Whatever your choice is, I'll follow. I'm feeling terrible, and I desperately need some rest. And I'll give her a little. I'll hesitate, just to see her reaction as I start the movement, and I'll try to give her a little kiss on the forehead, unless she like retracts.
She doesn't recoil.
She doesn't.
You see
Yes.
this kind of sadness in her face when you say that you feel like shit.
Oh,
Um, anything that we can do at this point to rid us of these weaknesses. It's been a blink, but it's been far too long.
it has.
And like you, I hate to see you suffer.
Gives her a
As
little
much as
smile.
you annoy the piss out of me.
Well, maybe maybe I can piss the shit out of you a little more when we're back at full strength.
Oh,
Good night.
good night.
He gives a polite bow and exits the room. And with that, friends,
Good
thank you so
night,
much for
Nerve.
having me.
Thank
This-
you.
Y'all are
Thank you,
great.
thank
This is
you, thank
amazing.
you.
God damn.
We look forward to next time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Sleep well, buddy.
And there go all the cameras.
Yay!
All right, hold on. Let me
Yeah,
fix
this
it because we
week's
can't see Grim.
I don't know what you're talking about. Mine's fine.
Well,
Yeah.
that's normal. It's dark.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm not gonna. We've only got a couple of minutes left. I'm not gonna worry about futzing with it. My hands are in two different things. Grimm's off into the nether. Anyway, so as you guys are kind of digging around, I'll go through more of what you guys find next time.
Which I was gonna say that Aldrin is probably like. I know that saying he's looking passively doesn't mean. And I'm cutting off, so it's gonna be messed up a bit more. 1 sec.
Lizard.
Every time.
Yep.
All right.
But I was gonna say that I know it doesn't mean much to say that Aldrin is looking passively because of his passive perception. But I feel like he's not like actively looking for something that would catch his eye. He's more looking out of, I guess, politeness because it was offered. But he's not. He didn't start off this expecting to get like, goodies or anything. At most, he is just expecting to have some kind of like safe pass or something from Luna, like a token of protection that doesn't necessarily have to be magical or anything. Like that's the most that he was expecting from this meeting. Basically, being able to walk into Moonladrien and not be put into a cell or get his head on a spike.
Fair.
And light a fire.
That's when we're in Moonladrien, yeah.
Is that something you're gonna bring to her attention?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. In that case, she would say something along the lines of, "It wouldn't be at my hands. I don't have much power to offer other than what's before you. I can just promise that I'm not your enemy in this. You have the friendship of Rag, and that's trust enough for me." I said Rag again, Rog.
It's okay. We all do it.
Oh, zoinks. You have the trust of Rog enough, and that's enough for me. And he has faith in your ability to do what even I can't. Restore some form of balance to this space. And that's all one could ever ask for the sun to come up and the moon to come in its wake.
I'm trying to do work.
And if you can offer some glimpse of hope to that effect, then why not try? Even if it means putting up a few fires. Get rid of those nasty bloodsuckers.
I can give you my word that we'll do our best.
And don't steal from me again, that would help.
Of course.
As
Well.
she says that, Aldrin, you see a very pretty necklace that would look really nice on Eliana.
Do I catch that?
Yes.
I
Like he
give
sees it and
this
he's like,
sort of like
He does kind of one of those,
Jack.
ooh.
like
it's like it's the reflexes.
are you fucking kidding me kind of glare without anything being said.
It's like he sees it and then he like sees the man like, oh yes, this side of the room is very interesting.
The spoils on the other side of this are far brighter than any necklace can shine.
with all due respect to your riches, I can find something else elsewhere that will also work for this.
As is your choice. The offer is there. And should you need a place to sleep at least for a little while, we have space.
You know, why don't we do that?
Yeah, that sounds like a fantastic idea.
I do have some wonderful sleepy time tea. It does come with some fun effects.
AKA consent. You have now consented for this wild ride. Good night.
It's like one of those like horror shows where you have to sign a consent sheet and an NDA.
The drugs are already taking hold. Thank you.
Well, I
At least
appreciate
on
the
the other
offer.
side, Frog has coffee.
Well, I
Sorry.
appreciate the offer. I feel like that the second my head touches a pillow, I'll be out.
You also know that
With
there's
full disclosure, there is a slight lie in that. Aldrin fully plans on just scrutinizing every fucking inch of the map of Moonladrien for like 2 or 3 hours before he actually sleeps.
fair. Luna Silva, you would also know that there is some restorative areas in the vaults below.
There are some restorative areas in the vaults below.
Your princess is in another
As long
castle.
as it's not Bass, it's fine. No water.
No bath.
And thank you for shopping at Walmart.
Oh,
Hashtag not sponsored and never want to be.
word. Welcome to Fantasy Costco. All right. And
I love you.
we will wrap with y'all taking a long rest. Allie, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
So Luna Silva will be going to sleep, and when you all wake up, she will still be asleep. Don't wake a sleeping dragon.
Nope.
Oh, fuck
Don't
up
steal
your
from a
life.
sleeping dragon. Ooh.
All right, and we will return here in 2 weeks.